As far as I can take you, I'm afraid. You can catch a monopod into the city from over there.
And where are you going?
Straight to cargo. Gotta get these babies
Quarantined?
distributed.
Thanks for the ride, Wendell. Maybe see you again.
Welcome, Citizen Graham. Outdated U-chip firmware detected. Firmware must be updated to use Union City facilities.
I was about to return to give Ember a piece of my mind when...
Transporting you to the nearest safety services.
The stalkers had come into the city. But looking around, that didn't make any sense. This place was a paradise compared to the Union City I'd left all those years ago. Joey had certainly turned the place around. I had to find the stalkers. And whoever he was, Graham was my only lead. I just had to sort out my U-chip problems first. Hello?
Good morning, Graham Grandi. I trust you are well on this fine day.
Actually...
Aha! Have you tried Dijon buttercream spankles? It's new.
Sounds delightful.
That's the spirit. Now, Mr. Grundy, we both know what... Your firmware. It's Let's get you sorted then. Go on, place your hand on the platform.
Why should I?
Oh, Graham, what? How do you expect to access your message? Or vote on important... Or use the travel system? Please consent to the firmware update.
Okay. Here.
Well, that's very strange. What's
What's very strange?
very strange?
You said that's very strange a moment ago. Something about my data.
I didn't. You said, what's very strange?
I only said it because you said that's very strange.
Great. What else can I do for you, Citizen Graham?
There was something strange about the ID that I had acquired. While she may have lost the plot, I definitely hadn't.
Would you mind scanning my U-chip?
But, Graham, your firmware is...
Humor me.
Okay. Well, that's
There, you just did it again.
because you asked me to...
I mean, you said that's very...
I assure you that I have a precise...
It appeared that every time she tried to access my data, the last few...
Is there anything else I can help you with?
I'm looking for a...
Well, a monopod station can be found...
Are there any vehicles in this...
Polite request for disambiguation. By legs, do you mean a...
I mean a vehicle with
Do you mean a skateboard?
You are no help.
I'm here to help.
So is my...
It sure is. Now you can get back to being a top... I see you have 2 weeks of public voting to catch up on. Better find a terminal and hop to it.
Listen, I don't know if you'll...
I'm here to help.
Okay. I'm
And from which part?
He was from outside.
I can only help you locate citizens.
Thank you.
Was I helpful?
Yes.
Would you like to fill out a survey?
Absolutely not.
Okay then. Keep...
Now that I'd dealt with my U-chip problem, I needed to find out more about my new identity, Gréma Grandi.
Hooray! Another customer! Please scan your U-chip to place an order. One fresh premium spankles.
Excuse me?
Greetings, citizen. Have you come for another extra large fluoride orange spankles with extra foam?
I don't know if that...
Incorrect. According to your order history...
My order history?
Indeed, Citizen Graham. You love it.
What do you do here?
My name is Barry, and it is my pleasure to serve fresh, crisp, premium spankles.
Do you prepare the spankles to order?
No, sir. That would be up. I merely have to collect the flavor from the dispensary and voila!
Any chance of a
Spankles?
No, a
Toffee-flavored spankles?
No, coffee.
I have no idea what you're saying. However, all ranges of spankles include 250% of your recommended caffeine intake.
Do you know anything of...
Oh my, that's above my... Unless they came to this cafe.
I doubt it. No.
Excellent. I'm glad to find my... Now, may I recommend you forget your troubles with a cold, crisp can of spankles.
What do you know?
The democratically elected body of Union City government. His final gift to Union City was to transfer leadership to those most deserving.
I'll take a can of...
Simply scan your U-chip here on the counter.
Great. What flavor?
No need, Citizen Graham. Your favorite flavor will be provided. I assure you, if you are unhappy with the result, your taste buds can be recalibrated.
Bye for now.
Keep a smile.
Apologies, but this is the VIP lounge. You do not currently...
Now that I'd resolved my outdated U-chip problem, it was time to look deeper into my alter ego, Graham.
Please scan your U-chip to place an order.
I couldn't access Graham's messages. I added that to my list of things to look into. I'd never tell him, but Joey's statue looked magnificent. Milo's trail was running cold. I needed to check out Graham's home.
Happy Aspiration Day.
The robot was spitting out the occasional motivational message.
Please embark now.
Hey, got...
For you, sir, I have all day.
Have you heard anything about...
Oh my, that's a Are they social?
No. They...
Well, I certainly wouldn't have had anything to do with that.
You sound just like that.
Barry?
That's the one.
We did come off the same production line. But I am nothing like that no-good...
Wow, I didn't
Oh, I only have one emotion. Happiness.
What do you do here?
My name is... And it is my pleasure to serve the one...
And
What?
Well, social climbers can bring their aspirate.
And then what?
I use this machine here to customize. Isn't that fun?
It's a real parade. What is an aspirate?
A special wearable reward to Union City's courtesy of...
Yes, but what do they...
The brooch permits entry to areas around the city, such as the old history exhibit in the museum. It also tells your fellow citizens how great at gathering kudos you are.
What can you tell me?
Nothing that you won't have heard of. However, if you take a look behind my...
The Citadel?
Where the council are based, it can be seen through the skyline right behind me.
So you change people's aspiration?
Only if they ask me.
Sure.
First, my customer places their aspiration. Then, through me, they can choose which hologram.
And you put it on the brook?
Now you're getting it.
Sounds simple enough. How can I get my hand?
You didn't receive one?
I don't think so.
That's because aspiration brooches are... You need an awful lot more kudos to be in.
Maybe next month.
Sure. Or year, perhaps.
I'll see you later.
I can't wait. Calling all social climbers. Customize your aspiration brooch here. Calling all social climbers.
Now that I'd resolved my outdated U-chip problem, it was time to look deeper into my alter ego, Graham.
Please embark now.
Welcome, Citizen Graham.
Where would you like to go?
I knew Graham had some sort of connection to Milo's kidnapping. His home would be my best, in fact, my only lead.
Take me to Graham... my home.
Lakeview Apartments. Certainly, Citizen Graham.
The city knew a lot more about Graham than I did. As I arrived masquerading as a dead man called Graham, I was apprehensive about what I would find. But I had no choice. I had to find the stalker. And whoever he was, Graham was my only lead. The seal on the floor showed my buddy Joey just as I remembered him, when I left him in charge all those years ago.
Hey, buddy, watch where you're standing.
What's your problem?
Your face, for one.
Excuse me.
Well, if you hadn't been staring at the floor like a moron, you'd have seen me.
I didn't catch your name.
I'm your mum.
What? Do you live here?
Do I look like...
I'm not from around here.
Yeah? And what do I look...
Trouble.
Keep walking.
Do you know where I can find...
Oh, They say he walked into the gap. Or, either way, he abandoned...
You don't like it here?
Needs more color, wouldn't you agree?
What happened after Joe...
Well, duh. Council runs the city now.
Do you know a guy called...
Nope.
In that case, let me introduce my...
Doesn't surprise me.
I'll leave you to...
Aw, really?
Yes,
Hey, dirtbag! What's your favorite color?
Huh?
You heard me. What's your favorite color?
Yellow.
Seriously.
Mine is.
Table for one, please.
What?
Later, man.
Later,
Ha! You got no...
Clearly not everyone in Union City was quite as... Someone had spilt paint on the floor. The holdall was stained with paint. Looked like someone planned on doing some painting. The cleaning robot was clearly designed to carry heavy water tanks.
Commencing spray, please stay.
With no hand scanners, I figured they were intended for droids.
Water tank depleted.
Hey,
What are you
nothing.
Then go look at nothing.
Calling the already present elevator did nothing. No surprise there.
Apologies, Citizen Graham. This is not your residence. Commencing spray. Please stand back. Water tank depleted.
Wait, I know that you, Chip. Oh my, is it really? Master Graham, you have...
Oh, good.
I shall inform Madam and her guest that you have arrived.
No.
She will be overjoyed that you have... My apologies for the interruption, Madam Songbird. It's Master Graham.
What about him, Chipworth?
It appears he has arrived home, Madam.
He has, but that's... wonderful! Oh, thank Joey! My dear husband is back!
Ah, I was hoping to meet you, Mr. Grundy. Mentor Alonso, Ministry of Well-Being. I was just here to investigate some irregularities.
I'm sure my Graham needs a few moments to freshen up. Why don't I show you my kudos records?
I don't know who you are, but right now we're both in a lot of trouble. So for both our sakes, you'd better convince the mentor that you're Graham.
Yes, of course.
I'll stall him. Just don't come through that door until you know enough about Graham to pass yourself off as him.
Don't worry. You can count on me. I wasn't sure what I'd walked into. But if I was to convince anyone I was Graham, I needed to find out more about him. His job, his family, his state of mind. The mentor could ask me about anything. Information about Graham was scattered all over the place. All I had to do was look around. A shelf full of sports gear and awards from years gone by. That looked like Graham and his wife on their wedding day. They looked blissfully in love. Rhythmic gymnastics, first place. Amethyst or purple glass? Either way, it looked expensive. Fairy tales, courtly romances, and art books. Rhythmic gymnastics, first place. I was hit by the acrid smell of chemicals. A sword? The blade was cracked. An impressive collection of medals, ranging from bravery to long service. Most of the medals dated back to before I was born. The box was for a deluxe hollow plinth replacement lens. There was nothing inside. A cavalcade of cryptids. Someone believed in monster stories. I wondered if the people knew that Hobart agents had helped me save their city. Developing fluid and trays. I hadn't seen gear like this since I was a child. It looked like one of the land trains from the city walls. It was a detailed model. A uniform like the one Graham's wife wore. It was cut for someone much larger. The logo on the uniform was quite distinct. Looked like these photos were taken by the city walls. You can tell a lot about a man from his shoes. In this case, that the man had no taste. The blind blocked out all the light from outside. Espionage during the Hobart Wars. Nice to see the propaganda was still around. How to survive a war. Better just to not be around to see them. A printer? It was rare to see one of those. Giant scorpions in the sewers. Real or fake? Unlikely. The tentacle monsters would have eaten them years ago. When I came to Union City 10 years ago, this was very much the case. These days, I wasn't so sure. I wondered if Graham self-medicated. A security forces copter. I still had nightmares about those things. Twice I'd flown in them, and both times they crashed. I hoped I wouldn't have to risk it a third time. The droids who stare at goats. A classic. At least one person in the city appreciated a nice cup of coffee, although I doubted Union City blend contained even an ounce of actual coffee beans. Personally, I preferred an open fire for cooking. Union City Red. I suspected it was more fruit juice than wine. Definitely an improvement on the food dispensers they used to have here. Something told me the fire was not authentic. The trees in the gap weren't as pretty, but at least they were real.
Excuse me, please.
Hello there.
Master Graham, may I say...
Why...
Has Master Graham lost weight?
Maybe.
Oh, yes, sir. And it would appear Sir has gained...
Tell me, Chipworth.
But that was Sir's wife, Madame Songbird.
Yes, of course.
Is Sir quite feeling...
It's fine. I've...
How serendipitous that the well-being mentor is here, then, is it not, sir?
This mentor...
The Ministry of Well-being is always
Well-being?
That's right, sir. A citizen's health and happiness, their relationship... He might also inquire if Sir needs any support.
Why exactly was I?
I believe Sir's 2-week-long work poll and... Just be yourself, sir.
Of course, because I am Gréma Grandi. Chipworth, tell me
Request respectfully.
But aren't you my butt?
Yes, sir. I have been, sir.
Then why can't you...
Standing or...
Whose orders?
You... nice try, sir. Almost
Graham had made sure his droid wouldn't talk. I need you to do...
Just say the word, sir.
Please, can you do the laundry?
The laundry basket is in the bedroom, sir.
Seems sensible. Who was that guy in here when I...
Is Sir referring to the gentleman? That would be the Honourable Senior Officer at the Ministry. I believe that he would like to...
He would?
Mentor Alonso indicated that there were one or two... public voting, kudos levels, employment...
Just some minor...
Consumption patterns, biosigns,
I think I get the...
But I'm sure there's a simple answer, Master Graham.
I need you to do something.
Just say the word, sir.
Please, can you open the...
I am sorry, sir, but the window controls are in Madame Song. Her meeting is apparently of...
I see.
Indeed, sir. However, if the...
It is rather warm.
And pungent, sir.
I need you to...
Just say the word, sir.
Please, can you water the plant?
Very good, sir. Excuse me, please.
Tempting, but I'd already had my monthly bath.
Welcome back, Graham. Displaying your health chart now. It has been 2 weeks since your last checkup. You have lost weight. Congratulations. It has been noted that your height has increased. Adjusting records accordingly. Scanning for medical implants. Error. Implant missing. Refreshing biomodification database. Please wait. Removing cardiac implant registration. Registering Schriebman port as new implant.
The scanner had detected my Schriebman port, which allowed me to interact with Link, the city's old network. Since then, I'd pretty much forgotten about it.
Adjusting your health rating from C to A+.
I was considerably fitter than Graham. That was good to know. Give me a checkup.
Scanning. Your physical health is within the...
Thanks.
You are welcome, Citizen Graham.
Do you have any...
A single can of Spankles contains more... Look for the clown. Drink...
Thanks.
You are welcome, Citizen Graham.
What devices do I...
You possess a U-chip personal data implant and it is functioning. Your cardiac regulator implants have been marked as removed. You possess a Schriebman local interneural connection port. This hardware predates the Minos system and...
That's probably...
You are welcome, Citizen Graham.
That's all for now.
Due to the alteration of your physical parameters, a new... and will arrive at your... Keep a smile on your face.
I was a lot healthier than Graham. In fact, I'd say Graham was downright unhealthy. I had made some headway, but I still needed to know about Graham's work and social standing. So Graham was a cleaning supervisor? I needed to find out who he worked for. If I slipped up, I'd be exposed right away. Among the drawings were photographs, land trains, and the city walls? The calendar showed today as a holiday, Aspiration Day. How to survive a war. Better just to not be around to see them. The pictures were all of Graham's wife. They were photochemical prints, taken using an old-style film camera. The retro technology had managed to blend songbirds seamlessly into the fake backgrounds. The photography was impressive, but the subject didn't look happy. The pictures in the apartment told a sad story, a blissful romance that had soured with time. This was my only chance to find out about Graham. Leaving now wasn't an option. I knew about Graham's health, but I still needed to find out about his work and social standing. Perhaps I'd find more on his personal terminal. I needed to find out more information if I wanted to avoid getting caught out. The council was made up of 5 ministries. Each ministry had their own logo and distinctive color scheme. From the color of his uniform, it was clear that Graham worked for the Ministry of Comfort. I knew quite a bit about Graham's work and health, but I figured I could learn more if I found his kudos records. I couldn't access Graham's messages. I added that to my list of things to look into.
Excuse me, please?
Here, a can of...
That is most... I suspect Master Graham is...
Do you want...
Consuming a liquid of this molecular composition would... And that would drastically reduce my effectiveness as your butler.
Let me know if you change... Chipworth?
Good afternoon, sir.
Have a soup...
Serving.
Tempting, but I'd already had my monthly bath. After 10 years in the Gap, I'd almost forgotten what a toilet looked like. There was a boot print. Curious. A box had been hidden outside the window. If I could get the window open, I'd be able to reach that box. If I could get the window open, I'd be able to reach that box.
Excuse me, please?
Excuse me?
Hello, Master Graham.
I need you to...
Just say the word, sir.
Please, can you open the window?
As soon as Mentor Alonso...
Right. I need you to do...
Just say the word, sir.
Please, can you type...
Very good, sir. Excuse me, please?
Here's something...
Oh, my.
No, Chipworth. A mini knockwurst...
It is edible. I cannot, of course, consume this, but I shall have...
No way.
Very good, sir.
Take a look at this, Chipworth.
Master Graham.
What?
Oh, sir, I am so truly sorry.
No, Chipworth, I just wanted...
Oh, it would have been a pleasure to have been disappointed.
Excuse...
Good afternoon, sir.
I need you to...
Just say the word, sir.
Please, can you open the...
As soon as...
Right. Have us...
Serving.
So Graham was... There was a boot print. Curious. Someone had stepped up onto the toilet seat. If I could get the window open, I'd be able to reach that box.
Welcome back, Graham. Thank you for consulting on a regular basis.
Do you have any further?
Are you aware that falls while walking? Remember, no matter how short the journey.
Thanks.
You are welcome, Citizen Graham.
That's all for now.
Keep a smile on your face.
I was a lot healthier than Graham. It seemed everybody in Union City had a kudos level. Perhaps I'd find more on his personal... I needed to find out more information if I... box was for a deluxe hollow plinth replacement lens. There was nothing inside. A chart showing that Graham's kudos score had recently dropped. I wondered what had caused such a sharp decline. I had learned all I was going to from Graham's apartment. I hoped it would be enough. If I was going to convince the mentor, I had to be sure I knew enough about Graham. I couldn't keep them waiting any longer. From that point on, I had to be Gréma Grandi, cleaning supervisor.
Darling, I thought you were going to freshen up.
I was, but I missed the sweet sound of your voice.
Oh, Graham, always the romantic. But please don't kiss me until you've showered.
Wouldn't dream of it. Besides, I couldn't let Alfonso here.
Alonso?
Monopolize my lovely wife for a moment longer.
In which case, shall we begin?
Of course. Shall we take a seat in the lounge? It was now or never.
So, Mr. Grundy.
Mentor Alonso, what would you like to know?
Ah, well, straight to the point. I like that. As I was explaining to your dear wife earlier, there have been some issues with your activity records of late.
Issues? What do you mean?
Mr. Grundy, a word to the wise. This will be my... Now, whilst your records load, remind me, in which ministry are you employed?
Comfort. I'm a cleaning supervisor.
Yes, of course. Ah, here we go. Gréma Grandi, 42, cleaning supervisor with the Ministry of Comfort. Cleaning supervisors require Class C exertive activity certification. I trust that your health rating is sufficient.
I did drop down a bit, but I'm back to Class A+ now.
Excellent, excellent. Very good. So, with that in mind, I will mark you as fit for work, barring any other issues. Now, obviously, your kudos level will have fluctuated due to your absence. You're a C+ right now. I note you used to be much higher.
B-.
B-? I thought...
I must have missed the update. I was...
Quite. Well, that is... But I'd be remiss if I didn't offer you all the extra
Mentor?
When someone goes off-grid, they... And as a mentor, I like to think...
Of course.
So, let's get to the bottom of all this.
Deeper? Yes, right.
Tell me about your workplace. I trust there are no issues.
The land train facility. It's a fine place to work.
I'm sure it is. Department...
Oh, yes, couldn't be...
We are, of course, very grateful for your service, Mr. Grundy. 15 days is a long time. We have been
I'm fine. Better than ever.
Excellent. Now, tell me about your implants. Are they working effectively?
You mean my heart regulators? Nothing to worry about. As you can see...
Yes. Well, I must say you're in... Of course, your mental well... How are you getting on with your rather peculiar hobbies?
You mean my photography?
I do, yes.
You can't beat the feeling of an old-time film.
I can imagine. Although I don't understand your interest in choosing to fiddle with ministry-recommended filters, stabilization, automatic... If we can't see what you create...
What can I say?
I'm sure you do, Graham. Ah, well. I have a busy day.
It's been a pleasure, Mentor.
Hasn't it? So with that in mind, perhaps you can tell me...
What? Right.
Well?
Okay, so... the last 2 weeks. Cleaning. I'm a cleaning... And while I was cleaning, bumped my head. The next thing I knew, I was in the middle of nowhere. 2 weeks later, the train returned to the city. Cleaner than it...
My poor darling! How awful!
I believe I have all the answers I need from you.
Well, that's a relief.
I'm sure it is, Mr. Grundy.
Well, thank you for stopping by.
Just a teeny tiny thing before I go. There appears to be 1 or 2 anomalous results here.
Anomalous? That doesn't sound good.
It may be nothing. But here's the thing. I get strange readings when I scan your U-chip. Any idea why?
Maybe it got damaged when I fell.
Ah, yes. Of course. That's probably it. You see, the only other time I've seen anything like this is when a U-chip has been tampered with. No one would have done that now, would they?
Tampered with? I didn't even know that you could do that.
Graham's a supervisor, not a subversive mentor.
Yes, a supervisor, not a subversive.
Damaged when he fell. Request analysis. There. Perfect. I have everything I need.
Great. Chipbot will show you out.
Chipworth, darling?
Just my little joke. Chipworth.
Good day, Mr. and Mrs. Grundy.
I don't know who you are or what you've done with Graham, but I think we got away with that.
I hope so. I don't think that we would get away with it a second time.
Nor do I. If there is anything wrong with Graham's U-chip, you would better sort it out sharpish, before Alonso's analysis comes back.
Who even are you? Where's Graham? Are you that contact he kept ranting about?
Whatever Graham had been up to, it had gotten him killed. I had to come clean with his wife. There's no easy way to say this, but I'm afraid Graham is dead.
What? How? Where?
I found him. In the Gap.
The Gap? What was the idiot doing in the Gap? Was that where he was always sneaking off to? Ugh!
A child, Milo, was abducted from a village out there and brought into Union City. And I think Graham was somehow connected.
Sure, and pigs fly. Listen, stranger. I'm sure you can understand this has been a rather harrowing day. This is all too much for me right now.
Tell me about it.
So, I'm gonna do some damage control on social media. In the meantime, I guess that officially it is your home, so you can stay, but this is my bedroom, and that one is yours. No cute ideas.
Understood. Songbird seemed rattled by the news. Not surprising. But whoever this contact of Graham's was, I suspected they were the key to finding Milo. Chipworth?
Good afternoon, sir.
I need you to do...
Just say the word, sir.
Please, can you open the...
Very good, sir.
The mentor, Alonso, seemed to be arguing with someone. The mentor, Alonso, seemed to be arguing with someone. The plants needed watering badly. Here you go. Whatever was in the box, Graham had clearly not wanted anyone to find it. Inside was a small glass lens. It had deep cuts scored across its surface. But that wasn't all. Tucked beneath was a photograph. A picture of a stalker. A child's face pressed against the window. Suddenly I realized that it wasn't just Milo. It was clear that multiple children were being taken into the city, and somehow Graham was connected to it.
Ahem.
I swapped the lens for the broken one from the lockbox. The HoloLens now projected fragmented data. Songbird.
For what?
That I...
Listen, you did a better job.
What do you mean?
Look, stranger. Last few years, Graham gave up trying to be anything other. If it weren't for the kudos for being married, I'd have dumped him months. You're new here, so you want to win in Union City?
My name's Foster, by the way.
Songbird.
Is there anything more you can...
Not much. He was a loner whose only friends were idiots like him.
Tell me more.
Why do you want to...
I think he might have been in...
What do you mean?
I came to Union City from the Gap because I...
Oh, for Joey's sake, not you. Blah, blah, conspiracy, blah. Graham was the perfect husband until he started... Why couldn't he just have an affair like a normal person?
Who's this
Bad news, as far as my kudos...
What do you mean?
Graham was always rambling on about this. Had a daft name. Leet, I think.
Any idea where I...
Probably somewhere up top, with the other... If I were you, I'd stay away.
Could Graham have had any...
For both our sakes, I hope not.
Can I ask you about...
I'd rather you didn't.
Did Leet believe in Graham?
Believe? Pretty sure he's where... Bad influence all round.
What were you saying about kudos?
Were you born yesterday?
Let's just say I'm...
Okay, newbie. Here's how it works in Union City.
Which you...
Well, kinda, but the higher your kudos level, the lower you are.
So kudos is...
Aren't you listening? Lower. Lower is better.
What's with the...
Guy, I believe you're for... He's a... And we've just...
Quite the team.
If he knew what's really... I dread to think how far my kudos were...
And what about me?
Arrested, deported, I don't know. Not important.
Thanks.
Yeah.
In Union City, even the teddy bears had screens. This one was broken. I didn't think Songbird would appreciate me rummaging through her things. I poked at it, but I couldn't get it to turn on. The shelf was loaded with books on management, business theory, and military strategy. Jasmine. A Detective Culls. Someone liked their murder mysteries. A collection of toy animals were lined up in little baskets. One was missing. Dave Dingo. Carl Koala. There was an empty spot marked Bartleby Bilby. Kevin Kangaroo. Excuse me.
Hey, stranger.
Are you a collect...
What?
Toys?
Oh, yes. The whole set of cuddly kiddies. Well, I did have...
Did something happen?
Bartleby went missing. I asked Graham about it and he denied. Then, when I tried to use the Mama Bear tracker to find dear Bartleby...
Clumsy.
Clumsy? Those bears were my engagement gift.
Graham had taken Songbird's toy Bilby, but I couldn't figure out what he'd have wanted with it. Wherever he'd gone, Graham clearly didn't want to be tracked. What's a mama bear trap?
What do you think?
Her baby?
The cuddly... Most toys in Union City are tracker. Lost toys mean screaming babies.
Mind if I have a look at...
Go ahead, though the screen... Squeeze the left ear to turn it on.
Mind if I have a look at...
Go ahead. Squeeze the left ear to turn it on.
What does Bartleby...
Bartleby is a bilby. Adorable, long ears. Like a bandicoot and a rabbit all rolled into one. At least he was, before he went missing.
Bye, Songbird.
Yeah, but...
It looked like Graham had taken Bartleby and didn't want it tracked. I had a hunch that he had taken it to Leet, but had no idea why. The device was now on, but with the screen broken, I'd need to find another way to get at the data. I wondered why Graham had taken a children's toy.
Hello there. I'm Mama Bear.
Hi.
Mama Bear looks after... Are you looking for one of my children?
I'm looking for...
Don't worry, child. Look at my...
Hi.
Mama Bear look... Are you looking for one of my children?
Carl...
Don't worry, child.
The device was on, but the screen was still blank and broken. Hi.
Mama Bear, are you looking for one of my children?
I need to find...
Sorry, child, but that isn't... Please tell me the name of one of the cuddly kitties.
I'm worried.
Don't worry, child.
The HoloLens now projected fragmented data. I swapped the lens back to the original one. The image being displayed on the holoplinth had changed. The device could display a custom hologram. It was probably controlled from a terminal nearby. Hi.
Mama Bear, are you looking for one of my children? Remember,
Ahem. Ahem.
Hi.
Mama, are you looking for one of my children?
I'm looking...
Don't worry, child.
I swapped the lens for the broken one from the lockbox. I needed to know more about Graham's involvement with the stalkers. What do you make of this?
Looks like some of Graham's trash.
Yes, but...
I don't know, and I don't...
Would you like a can of...
If I want spankles, I'm not going... I'll go to the VIP cafe and...
A trader came by our village with something like this back when I was a boy. I think he traded it for a table. Or at least that's what I had heard. Hello, Chipworth.
Hello, Master Graham.
What's this about us?
The Madam Songbird is... It has populated approximately... In fact, any time someone spoke of it...
Is that why?
Is Sir referring to himself?
Do I have any friends?
None, sir.
Do I know someone called Lee?
I can neither confirm...
Why's that?
When Sir was shorter and stouter, it was made very...
Okay. Do you know if I know...
Excellent. Yes, I do know with absolute certainty.
That's good enough for me. Songbird doesn't seem to...
And why would she be? The glorious...
Sounds like my wife didn't...
I'm confident Madam Songbird's affection was simply kept hidden. On the inside.
I need you to do something for me.
Just say the word, sir.
Please, can you do the...
Excellent. As Sir wishes.
Do you know someone...
He was never my acquaintance, sir.
Goodbye, Chip.
Have a very...
I couldn't access Graham's messages. I added that to my list of things to look into. Hi.
Mama Bear, are you looking for one of my children?
I'm looking for Bartleby Bilby.
Don't worry, child. Look at my tummy to find your missing friend.
The HoloLens now projected fragmented data. I swapped the lens back to the original one. The image being displayed on the holoplinth had changed. The plinth was showing the toy's tracking data. All I needed to do was locate the area code E1594. Find the tracker, find Leet. Excuse...
Hello, husband?
Any idea where the area code
E1594.
Old?
The monopod system has taken care of transport for years.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Excuse me, please.
Chipworth?
Good afternoon, sir.
Do you know what E1...
It's a city area code, referring...
Which part of the city...
Sir is confusing me with an android that
You make it sound like you're a prisoner.
Sir's words, not mine.
Chipworth knew very little about the geography of this. I'd need to find a map if I was to... Do you know what...
Do I look...
You sound like you're developing...
Oh, I see. A little
There's more where that came from. I think I need a map to locate...
Sir's words, not mine. I suggest Master Graham seeks out a map.
Goodbye, Chipworth.
Have a very... Excuse me, please.
For a moment, I was off balance. It felt like I was falling towards the building. But then I realized it wasn't real. Just a lifelike sculpture carved into the wall. What a relief. Excuse me.
Ah, Master Grundy. The poet laureate Reginald Arthur Schnipple, Esquire, sends his
How nice of you, Reginald.
Correction, sir. If one may be... How sir might mistake yours truly, Tarquin, for our beloved poet laureate is beyond imagining.
Any idea where I'm...
That sounds like an area code.
How so?
It would be extremely inappropriate for a gentleman to visit Sector E.
Have you heard any report?
Why, no, Master Graham. If anyone went missing, I'm sure...
What if they were...
Well, surely AI Officer Greta would find them by their...
Fair enough. For all his poetry, Tarquin was still a Union City droid. Who are you?
Tarquin.
So you're...
Savant, please. I am a highly engineered personal aide. Of course.
So...
Of course, sir.
What do you think?
As an artiste, of course the vandalism does somewhat detract from the piece.
See you later, Tar...
Will I?
Huh?
Shall we schedule it?
I don't think that...
Such ambiguity.
Dear me. A terrible situation. Very troubling indeed.
Mentor, given your experience, your input here would be greatly appreciated.
Orana, isn't it? You strike me as a fine young officer of the Ministry of Well-Being. Would you say that's an accurate description?
I'm flattered, sir.
Your record is exemplary, I believe.
I do my best, sir.
I'm sure you do. So please, don't let me down. Fix this mess.
Mess? You mean the girl?
The whole untidy situation.
Yes, sir.
Girl. Keep a smile on your face. After all, it's Aspiration Day, isn't it? The happiest day of the year.
I'll take care of it, sir.
I know you will. By the way, a call to pest control wouldn't go amiss.
Of course, sir.
Meanwhile, I shall isolate this area until this unfortunate incident has been resolved.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate your advice.
We're all here to learn from each other. Take care now.
Miss! Pardon me, miss!
Who, me? Hey! You can see forever up here! You know, be free!
Miss, you have to be careful.
Careful or careless? I know which one I want to be.
Why don't you come down, yes? Miss Dijon, is that right? Raquel Dijon.
Yeah! That's... me. I think...
Raquel!
Raquel? Did you say Raquel?
You need to come down.
What? Where am I? Oh no! Help! Help!
Hearing her name had triggered a total change in the girl's behavior. I needed to find a way to get her down before she fell. Excuse me.
Sir?
What's going...
Just a citizen in trouble, all under control.
Anything I can do?
No need, sir.
Really? Why is the monopod...
To keep people happy.
How?
Well, this situation. So we keep the situation contained until it can be resolved.
But I'd really like to go somewhere.
A little patience, sir, would be appreciated.
Why is she up?
I don't know. I'm not sure she does either.
What happened here?
I don't know, but we have to get her down.
Is there nothing I can...
Just carry on enjoying Aspiration Day.
But...
Best leave this to the professionals, sir.
I'll let you get back to work.
Thanks.
Are you okay?
No! I don't know! Raquel! Raquel Dijon!
How can we help?
Nothing to see here, sir. I suggest you go back inside and...
Excuse me?
Please, both of you. I know how to deal with this kind of problem. I just need to...
Well, thank goodness the Ministry is on this. It's all very distracting.
Can you see any...
No!
We'll work something out. Hold on. How did you get up?
I don't know!
She climbed the outside of the building.
I don't remember...
Bravo!
Sit tight. We'll soon have you down.
Anyone got...
Yes.
Go on.
Never use a simile when a metaphor...
What?
I'm in the middle of composing an Aspiration Day poem, but...
Wait, is this idea...
Well, yes. You asked if anyone had an idea. You were not specific to the context.
What's your...
Her name is Raquel. Now, would...
Raquel? Oh, but she told me her name... But it would appear her grotesque moniker signifies little more rat-girling.
Please, gentlemen, now is not the time.
Don't worry, we'll get you down safely.
Please stop making promises. Who's the welfare officer here?
This particular spot seemed popular with the local birds. From that height, the girl wouldn't fare much better than the can. Raquel!
Help! Please!
What do you paint?
Sir, please.
What? I did...
Her work is rather inspired.
Please, both...
Help me!
Can you see any...
No!
We'll work something out. Hold on. Anyone got any...
I'm still searching through this ministry protocol.
Keep looking. I'll see if I can find a practical solution around here. Can you see any...
No!
We'll work something out. Hold on. Don't worry, we'll...
And soon.
Sir?
What's going...
Just a citizen in trouble, all under control.
Are you sure I...
Totally sure. Just move along, please, sir.
When will the mono...
When the situation is resolved.
I'll let you get back to...
Thanks.
Water tank depleted. Commencing refill. Water refill complete.
It was a hand scanner.
Commencing spray. Please stand back. Water tank depleted. Commencing refill. Water refill complete. Commencing spray. Please stand back. Water tank depleted. Commencing refill. Water refill complete. Commencing spray. Please stand back. Water tank depleted. Commencing refill.
Raquel!
Help! Please!
Can you...
I don't know. It's not like I can fly like that cleaning robot.
think you can get on the... We'll catch you. You can do it.
I rather...
Can't you try and...
You have a reasonably good...
Thank you. Now, grab on tight.
You'll be fine.
Human grip strength is fame...
Okay.
How do you feel, Raquel? Are you okay?
Well, I'm glad that's all sorted.
I've got it from here. Raquel, what were you even...
I don't know.
The girl looked glad to be back on solid ground. Excuse me?
Mr. Grundy. Oh,
Mr. Grundy?
bravo, Mr. Grundy. Your action... The local noise levels have already returned to normal.
I'm more concerned about... Is she gonna be okay?
Yes, blah, blah, blah. Officer, wouldn't you say that Mr. Grundy's actions...
Of course. Thank you for...
Tarquin.
Orana. Orana Newblood.
Yeah, like the guy said.
Mr. Grundy?
Raquel.
What do you mean?
Well, I met her earlier, and she seemed like a totally different person.
She's been through a big ordeal. Nothing that a trip to the reflection spa won't sort out.
Will she be in trouble?
Well, no real harm done. The droid will clean. That said, her kudos rate...
All because she defaced Joey?
People loved Joey, and what he...
Joey was my friend.
Well, he might be gone, but he's not forgotten. You can find out about our savior at the Museum of New History.
You mentioned I could find out about...
Yes. The Museum of New History has exhibits about... I'd recommend it to anyone who wants to learn about him, and his...
A museum dedicated to Joey?
Well, it's not all Joey. They have old technology, maps, that sort of thing. Anyway, taking in some culture is good for you. Find it at the Piazza, if you get the chance.
Does the location E1...
Well, E1594? That... totally obsolete. That system...
E1594 was an obsolete code. How is the girl doing?
She'll be fine. This sort of trauma is best handled at the reflection spa.
What is the
What is the... Everyone this side of the industrial level has had...
Oh, you mean that... It's been a long...
Next, you'll be asking me to tell you about this...
No, I'm familiar. So, do you work...
I'm an officer for the Ministry...
You often have to talk girls off?
My first one.
You did a good job.
Thanks.
I'm on the trail of a missing kid called Milo.
That shouldn't be difficult. Any greeter terminal will be a...
No, that won't help.
That's not possible.
I assure...
Where did you say you worked, Mr. Grunt?
That'd be the Ministry of...
I suggest you concentrate on your work and leave well-being issues to the appropriate ministry.
I guess I should get going.
Yeah, well, thanks for your help.
I suppose I should thank you too.
No problem.
You too, Mr. Grundy. If you need any well-being support, just ask for me at a greeter terminal. Orana Newblood. Come on, Raquel. Let's get you to the spa. No need to worry, Raquel. You're safe now. Happy faces all round, right? In fact, this calls for a celebration. It is Aspiration Day, after all.
Oh, goodness. Is it?
All day. And you know what would be the best end to a day like this? A trip to the reflection spa. I'll pull a string or two, and we'll get you straight to the front of the line.
Excuse me, sir.
Hello?
Good day, Master Grundy.
Bye.
Before you depart...
Depends.
I had something of a
I'd rather... I had a lead. A map reference. E1594. Graham had put a tracker there. Maybe it was the key to finding his hacker friend, Leet.
Pod has been requested. Please wait for embarkation.
Welcome, Citizen Graham.
Where would you like to go?
The Piazza is the place for me.
It would be my pleasure, Citizen Graham.